Hey everybody, MasakoX here, and we are back from our Dragon World tour. We had a lot of adventures, cataloguing the top 24 DBZA moments that I've had in the 11 or now almost 12 years that I've been doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged with the Team 4-Star crew. If you want to take a look back through it, or if you missed some of them, you can check out the handy dandy playlist that is going to go right up there. And some of this may have surprised you, including the fact that episode 60 was not where you think it would be. And all I can say to that is, the memories that I have of that episode might be different to yours, because seeing it firsthand, that's all I'll say. But you should really go and check out that list if you haven't already. Or if you want to go back through it and lament my choices in Dragon Ball Super cards. We'll go through the deck. So all 50 cards, well, I say 50 cards, I had to add a couple because, 24 times 2 is 48, and you need 50 cards to make a deck. Going back throughout this entire list really was a good experience because it reminded me of things that I'd almost forgotten about because there are loads of episodes to get through. And not to mention all the different experiences that I've had as a member of the team. There have been some moments which have been less great, but those are few and far between, but they're important to acknowledge because it's not an easy path to get where you are today. It's fraught with ups and downs, bumps, all that kind of stuff, and eventually you might get your muffin button, but don't just think that it's going to be given to you on a silver platter. I must admit, it's been a very long journey to get where I am right now, and it's not done. And one thing I must tell you, if you really want to get in on becoming YouTube famous, then all I can say is don't do it because you want to become YouTube famous. Do it because you want to. That's what we did, and that will really stand you in good stead. I have done a lot, and credit where credit's due. What we've done is very, very important to the Dragon Ball Z fandom in a way, but it's just one small thing because ultimately it's the fans that make the community. The fans aren't there, and there's no community. But anyway, I'm rambling here. Let's go and take a look at the deck because cherishing DBZA memories is all very well and good, but we need to actually get to the meat of the discussion and actually go through what I pulled. So to start things off, we've got the Son Goku and Pan leader card. Let's easily drop it. I feel like, and then I have it upside down. Great going, guys. Merry Christmas! We could afford to be a bit more relaxed here. But yes, Son Goku and Pan leader card with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the back. So that's our leader card for the moment. And then we've got two ignoble villain cards, and I believe one's a baby and one's a Hutchyak. So that's really, really cool. We managed to pull two of the special rares in this series. We then have a Maleficent Technique Cell to go with that, a Krillin the Cunning, two Trunks the Cunning, four Supreme Technique Vegetas, and this is the most you can have in one deck, 4 cards. Supreme Technique Krillin. Yes, our boy Raditz! Even though I don't really fit into this deck, I felt like I needed to represent. A Mr. Boo, 2 Absolute Release Balls, Trunks Saiyan Majesty, 3 Return of Planet Tuffles, 1 Dependable Warrior Piccolo, 1 Vegeta the Sweet Talker, 3 Son Gohan Calling for Help, a Master Roshi Masterly Majesty, a Maleficent Technique Frieza, 3 Shu on the Offensive, a Baby Vengeful Upheaval, a Bulma Brainwashed and a Bulla Brainwashed, a Son Goku The Path to Godhood, 1 Ultimate Blow, 2 Super Gallic Guns, 3 Bingo Tournament Grand Prizes, 3 Bulma's Advisors, 1 Android 21 Scheme, a Kaioken Son Goku, another Android 21 Scheme, a My Sudden Encounter, another Krillin the Cunning, another Kaioken Goku, and an SS3 Son Goku. So that's what we have in the deck, and what we're going to do before we actually go to actually use this in a practical setting, I am going to say that we are allowed 5 mulligans. So let me know down in the comments if there are 5 cards that you think could be replaced and what you think I should replace them with, if I can. At least in the Malicious Machinations, in what I got in this deck. If not, I can try and source some other cards. I do have the Tournament of Power cards to choose from, so do let me know. But anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. And let's head over to the Lego house for a closer look at what we pulled, as well as opening door number 25.
Now, as you might be able to tell, there are a lot of models here, and these aren't all the ones that Philly got to supply this and, of course, the Kame house. But I know that some of you in the comments are a little bit saddened that you didn't get to have a closer look at what we got here, but yeah, there was a lot to get through, and a lot of stuff packed into one episode per day. But let's say, as it's Christmas, or Festivus, or whatever you'd like to call it, or whatever you do call it, then let's just take a closer look at some of them in particular.
Do forgive it if it suddenly goes out of focus, but I'm still getting to grips with this new Osmo. But as you might be able to tell, these may not be official LEGO figures of Dragon Ball characters, but some of these are really good. I mean, for example, the ones we pulled today, like the blue launch or black-haired launch, bizarrely, and the blonde launch, these ones, despite blonde launch having a black ribbon or bow instead of a red one, that hair is really well done. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, it's like proper 3D printed. Let's just take her off for a second there, but can you just appreciate the really, really detailed hair? I mean, that is more than what you would get for a normal LEGO figure. I mean, that is brilliant. But, for example, some of these are actually really good and are accurate, but for the most part, there's not really much to say. They're not all bad, except except for the fact that some of them do have things that they don't have in the show. I don't remember what looks like a very, very abashed Super Saiyan Vegeta Blue with an ice-wielding thing. Super Saiyan Goku does have the power pole, albeit a different colour, but I don't remember Goku Black having a sai. That's a bit of an unusual thing. And yeah, Smokey's got some misgivings as well. There's a nearby cat. And speaking of cat, we have a Beerus up top, and look at that. I mean, although I don't really appreciate Whis, or what I think is Whis, having a mohawk. I don't think any other angel has a mohawk. That's a bit weird. What I really liked was the fact that Toppo was represented. That was really, really nifty. I didn't expect that at all. And Jiren, a lot of people were asking, Masako, why did you put a little red stub on Jiren? Well, it makes him more interesting. King Piccolo down there, Krillin down there, getting a good view, and Golden Frieza resorting to the sorbet trick, as is now known. We'll remember that. The Ultra Instinct one is actually really cool. Even though that it's a different mold, it's a different hairstyle, it's still really good quality. All in all, this is just all really, really nice. But there is more. We have a Tenshinhan as well. It's slightly different to the super attire that he has, but nevertheless, it's still really good. And just the painting on there, just to get the actual eye. Let's see if we can get a close-up. Can we get close? No, it's a little too small, but you might be able to tell. That's a third eye right there. And you want to see what else came? The other one? Hey, it's our boy Raditz again. These are the extra two. So let's just go and put them on the actual deck. The final lineup right here, with Raditz in place, in the center, as he should be. And just take a look at that. Tenshinhan goes in there with Boo and a Vegeta. And I know his hair's on backwards. I had to stick it down with blue tack. Because some of these molds, I must admit, only just a couple of them, they don't actually fit. There are a few other ones within the lineup that they don't quite match up. Like, I mean, come on, look. That looks like that Goku Black's kind of having a nap. He's using his hair as a hat.
And one last thing to say, of course, is I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Festivus, Happy Holidays in general, and that comes from both Smokey and Philly as well. Say Happy Holidays!
Happy Holidays!
There we go. So, take care, guys. Have a good rest, and I shall see you in the next video, which is going to be tomorrow. The fun never stops on the MasakoX channel. Catch you later.